Hi, it's Kayla here again today with my second Project Life layout from the September kits. This one is called Vinnie, and this is the second Project Life spread I've made and the second project I've made, so I haven't done anything else other than Project Life so far. I just thought I'd get those out of the way first because I'm trying to stay on track with my 2015 album, even though I am a little bit behind. So this is week 32, and I think, I'm not even sure what we got up to. I think it's like week 45 or something like that. I don't even know. So I picked I'm working on the left hand side at the moment, and I've picked a couple of the papers. So the cat paper and also that gold glittered stripe, and I'm adding some enamel dots, which are not in the kit, but they were in the store. I'm not sure if there's any left in stock, but they're from Cocoa Vanilla, and they're from the Made of Awesome. I think it's called Made of Awesome line. So they're really cute, and they work really well with the die cuts because they are also from Cocoa Vanilla. And I'm pulling in some of these Craft Market Tiny Word stickers, which are from an older kit, and I have heaps left. I think they were so popular when they were released, and I was browsing through the wholesale website last night and noticed that they've been discontinued. So it's sad because they were such a popular product, but I guess there's only so many they can make. So I just added a couple little clusters on that photo of my nephew, and I added one of the wood veneers from Pink Fresh Studio. Now I really liked these little animal faces, but I thought they looked freaky with no backing on like their eyes and mouth, so I added some white cardstock behind there just to make it look a bit more normal, because I don't know, I just couldn't come at having them like that. So I was popping one on my title card, and I'm not even sure what the animal is supposed to be, but it's just cute. They're like little faces. So I'm just making this title card and adding some fun elements. I suppose this is a children's kind of collection from Crepe Paper, and I did have a lot of kid photos on this one. I have photos of my son on the other side, so I know I was watching Nay's process video last night, and she did a very adult spread using the collection, which I thought was great because then you can kind of see the true differences between using childhood photos as opposed to using maybe photos of yourself or older people in your family, because it can work well for either. So I'm working on this top right photo, which is of my son and my niece playing with the Thomas train tracks at my sister's house, and they were playing so cute together, and I love these photos, which I kind of took because there's like a step down into this room, so I was able to get some bird's eye view photos of them playing trains, which looked really cute, so I loved how that turned out. And I didn't embellish it too much because I really love the photo. I find that I tend to stay away from embellishing too much if I love the photo. I like to keep it simple. So this is a photo of my mum holding my nephew, which is her third grandchild, and I just love it. It's really cute. So I can't even remember what that little word says. I think it's just perfect, and it's from the Cocoa Vanilla die cut pack, and so is the flower, which I added. And now I'm trying to find an appropriate tiny word sticker. I have pretty nails in this video. Just a little advert there, Danbury Nails. The lovely Nay is a consultant for all things to do with pretty nails, and I've been rather conscious of my nails since I've been doing YouTube videos, although I am a bit lazy sometimes. But anyway, I did do my nails for this video. Now, this is a filler card with a little moon on it. I just loved that card, and I really wanted to put it above the picture of my nephew because it says sweet dreams, and I'm pretty sure my mum was rocking him to sleep, so that was appropriate. And the F one says F is for fun, and I'm using the the rotary phrase stamp roller from Finders Keepers, which came in the kit, and I'm actually stamping directly on the photo. This is something new that I've been doing since I've got some stays on ink. I tried doing it before, but I only had Versamark ink, and it sort of smudged a little, whereas the stays on ink tends to give you a crisp impression, so it's a lot better for doing that kind of thing. So now I'm just working on my cluster for my title card. I knew that I wanted those things, and I wanted the tag to go off the side of that card, and I've used a jumbo paper clip which was from my stash just to sort of tie those things together. And I'm not sure if it's on video or not, but I'm doing it now. So I'm tying some string to the tag, and then I also end up tying some string to the top of the paper clip as well. So what I've been a little bit obsessed with doing is tying string and then looping it around and using my tiny attacher to staple it in place. I really think it gives it a little bit of extra texture and like a bit of a whimsical feel. I have enjoyed doing that lately, but sometimes it's a little bit tricky to get it to sort of stay there while you're trying to staple it, so you can see what I'm doing here to get that to work. So I just love how that turns out, and I end up putting week 32 over the top of that in that space. So now I'm finding some extra little embellishments to add. I used some of the wood veneer from Pink Fresh, and now I'm coming up with my title, which I think I just put WK for week because I'd already done a previous Project Life spread and used not all the E's, but I'd used heaps of E's, so I wanted to preserve some for more layouts from this month's kits. Well, this is working for later, so it's probably confusing, but these are the September kits, but I still have a lot to work with, and I don't like to use too many, so that I have plenty left over and I can get a lot more mileage, I suppose, from my kits, because I really like to show just how great value they are and how great they are to work with. So I'm sort of pondering on whether this is finished or not, and I think I paused the video for some reason. I added some more stamping. You sort of get to this stage sometimes with your spreads, I think, where you're just not sure if it's got enough. But I think I just added some tiny little bits like some stamping, some enamel dots, and here I just added those puffy stickers from the Wonder collection, and they were little triangles. So they worked out really cute, and I added a couple more bits and pieces. This is a die cut from Cocoa Vanilla. I think it says something about being lovely. I love the tiny newborn baby pictures. It's sort of something you experience as a mum when you realise just how quickly they grow and how quickly you'll become like how quickly you'll miss those newborn baby times, even though the first 3 months tend to be hectic, and they say if you can survive the first 3 months of a newborn, you can survive anything, which I think is entirely true, because I survived 3 months of a newborn with colic and that was not fun. But yeah, I love taking pictures of my nephew because I can, hand him back. I don't have to do the baby thing over again. He's just cute and cuddly to look at, and that's what I love most about newborns. They're just gorgeous to cuddle. So I just added some journaling on a little tag about my niece and my son. I was going to say my niece and nephew, but it's my niece and my son, and they were colouring in together. So they're getting to this age where they're having to learn to share, and sometimes we have little mishaps where they argue and fight and carry on about something stupid. Like my mum has 2 ride-on bikes at her house. They're inside bikes, and even though there's 2 of them, they always want to ride the same one. And so they're at that age where they're learning to share, and sometimes they're really good and other times they are just horrid. And my niece is such a little girl. She loves to sit there and play with her toys nicely. My son is a typical boy. He loves to go in and run over everything and trash things and be loud. So there's a bit of a difference there. So now I'm showing you a close-up of the cards on this side of the spread. So I love how they turned out. I added some punched gold glitter hearts, which I think were in the kit as well. And now I'm working on the right-hand side. This one has 2 baby pictures, so one of my son asleep. Oh no, there's 3 because there's 2 of my son in the bath. But on the right-hand side of the spread, there is a picture of my sister and I, and a picture of some alcohol. It's my favourite type of cider. It's for a quarter league, and I love it so much. And I think it was a Friday night and we were just relaxing and chilling out, so I put that in there. I used one of the fox bases and I backed that with the white paper as well, and I'm just project lifing a picture of my son in the bath. He loves bath time a lot, so I always have lots of pictures of him in the bath. And a little tag from the Cocoa Vanilla pack and an arrow. I'm going to use the tag to write on and some enamel dots for good measure. In the 2 Project Life spreads I ended up using almost all of the tiny enamel dots. I must have gone enamel dot crazy, and I think that's a new thing. I mean, I've always loved enamel dots, but I think I've just gone crazy using them. I've been super inspired by a YouTube scrapbooker. Well, she's only fairly new to YouTube, and I was chatting to her online and saying how she should make process videos. And so I'm really sorry if I pressured you into it, Sarah, but her name's Sarah McLellan. I hope I said that right. She's from America, so you can look her up on YouTube, but she is super awesome at embellishing. I love her little clusters, and she makes awesome title cards, but she is also an enamel dot fan, and I think I've been a little bit inspired by her work lately and been adding more enamel dots to my work. So she's definitely a YouTuber to check out. She's super awesome, and I find myself constantly checking out her work on a couple of the Facebook groups and also her Instagram. And there's a fly buzzing around that's really annoying. I hope you can't hear that. It's getting to that time of year. So, oh goodness, go away. Yeah, anyway, I save her title cards to my computer because I love them so much, and I just like open up the pictures and lust over them. She just has this knack for making gorgeous title cards and gorgeous embellishment clusters. I just love her work. So that's my little fangirl speech for this video, and a little YouTube tip for you if you want to find someone new to watch, even though we have just added 3 new lovely ladies to our team. So we now have 7 ladies on our team, I think. If I got that right. Yes, 7. So that's including me and Nay. And so we should have a video every day of the week, which is going to be really awesome. So there's plenty to watch on the Scrappery channel, but you know, the world of YouTube is quite large, and more people are getting in on YouTube and sharing their work. It's kind of the new way to share things. People aren't blogging as much as they used to, and people actually want to see you creating. So it's sort of the new social media for scrapbooking and anything artistic. Anyway, back to the layout, because I've just totally lost track of what I was saying. I added a cluster, and I was worried about going over my sister's face a little bit there, but you can still see plenty of her face. And I added a little kitty cat because I thought that was cute. And then, oh my goodness, this stays on ink. It's white stays on ink, and it's called opaque or something, and you're supposed to add the ink into it and then squeegee it over. I can't get it to work. If anyone has any tips for that, I would love to know, because it just does not work for me. Like, I was trying to stamp on brown cardstock and you can barely see it at all. I'm not sure, so I don't know how to use that. That's my little fail for this spread. This bunny card, as you can see behind there, you can see some string. I've picked one of the, I'm not sure if it's a tag from the kit or a tag from my stash, but I knew I wanted to journal a bit more about the week, because there wasn't really a journaling spot that was big enough to do a substantial amount of journaling. So I thought I'd put that behind that card. So you might see that at the end. I sort of show you both, and when I pop it in the album, you can pull the tag out to read the journaling. So I've added some stamping to that one with the phrase stamp, and also some enamel dots. I didn't want to embellish it too much because I loved it the way it was, and I added an arrow to the adventure card. I sort of really liked these filler cards. They're from the Wonder Collection card apart, and they're just really awesome. I love them a lot. So what you did miss was me making embellishing the top left photo of my son, and he's just in bed, so I popped a wood veneer up the top and some puffy stickers and that big U, which I think was from the Maggie Holmes confetti chipboard thicker stickers, and I just thought that was really cute. And I think I put a tiny word sticker and it says "You are lovely." So now I'm adding some little bits to the filler cards and that record a league photo. I'm not sure if I put journaling on that or not. But what I did put off was doing the top right filler card because I really suck at 4x6 filler cards. I don't know where to put things, and back to being a fangirl, that's what Sarah McClellan is really good at. She's awesome at filler cards, so I'm not so much. I just don't know what to do with all that space on a 4x6 for the filler cards, but I try my best, but yeah, I'm still learning. Project life isn't natural to me. I've always been a traditional scrapbooker, so I still am trying to find my groove when it comes to project life. I've been doing it for a little while, but I'm sure as I get more into it and have more time as well, I tend to be one of those scrapbookers since I've had YouTube that I won't scrapbook unless I have good lighting to film it. So I think that's why I've become so behind in my project life, because I have a 1.5-year-old, so I don't honestly get a lot of time to film during the day, and I don't have good lighting in my room at night time. You would not be able to see me scrapbooking. It's really quite bad. I can't even scrapbook with in here of a night time, let alone film it, because it's really dark in here. So I've just added some butterflies and some bits from the Cocoa Vanilla pack and added some enamel dots on those. Added some flowers, and I was just trying to find the fill-in bits, so just the little tiny extras that I could add. I had heaps of these little hearts from the Cocoa Vanilla pack. Cocoa Vanilla, by the way, just as a little shout out, is a really awesome Australian company by Zoe Pian. I think I'm terrible with names. I hope that's how you pronounce it. She is a really awesome graphic designer, and she put together Cocoa Vanilla. She has a great team of designers as well that design with her products, and she just released 2 new collections. I think they're called Free Spirit and something summer. There's a summer one as well, and they're just gorgeous, and we will have, just as a little sneak peek, we will have some of that in an upcoming kit. So, and we're super excited to be supporting an Australian company as well, because we are 2 Aussie girls, so we do love to support our home soil. So that's really awesome that we have someone so fresh and inspiring in the industry, because here in Australia we find it hard to get a lot of scrapbooking products, and they're not as easily sourced as they are in the US and overseas, and it takes a long time to get here. We often get them a lot later than other people, and yeah, so it's great to have something here. I mean, we have Kayla Craft here in Australia, but as far as other companies, we don't have anything else. So yeah, a bit of love for Cocoa Vanilla, and it was fun to include some of their stuff this month in the kits. So that was super exciting and fun. We added some of the sequins from the Made of Awesome collection, and we also added some of the die cuts from the Life is Beautiful collection. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching this process video using the Vinnie kit, and I'll be back soon to share some scrapbooking layouts using the other kits from September. There's a little tag I was telling you about earlier. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!